Planning workouts. I'm going to cover a lot of things here, so you can see by the outline. I think it's important to have a theme. Could be for the one workout, or it could be for the week. I mean, you can have a theme for a month. We need to be able to hit a kick serve, second serve, by the end of the month. Or we need to improve the forehand approach. I'm seeing we're missing a lot of forehand on the approach. We need to improve the serve and volley. I mean, whatever the theme is, it could be an intensity theme for today. Everybody's going to run after every ball, no matter if it's in or out. You're going to run after every ball today. Also, workouts based on players' needs, and this is the one I'm trying to get better at. They have needs, and it's hard with a group to do individual needs, but you can have ways to do that. You do a 2-on-1s drill where you got one guy in the corner and he gets to pick if he's going to work on his forehand or his backhand. And these two guys are hitting just to that side. Or if a guy needs to work on getting around balls more, I love this drill. It's a 3/4 court forehand drill. You put a bunch of cones here. This part of the court is out. The guy has to cover this part of the court with forehands. And there's two people over there he's playing against. Singles only. And you play points. And that's the guy with his strong forehand who does that drill. And you can move it up over more if the person has a better backhand and just isolate the forehand. Peaking. How do we peak when we have a tournament every weekend or you guys have matches Tuesday and Thursday? That's a tough one. I think the important thing here is to make sure they're working on their strengths the days before, or they're playing a lot of sets the days before the matches. Monday we might work a little more on the things that they weren't doing well in the tournament on Sunday. Tuesday we might add a little bit more of their strengths in there. Wednesday might be, a 50-50 mix. And then by Thursday and Friday they're really working on their strengths. And so they're feeling good going to the match. Man, my forehand's feeling good, my serve's good. And my backhand's a little better from the week.
Brandon, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How do you balance that? Because sometimes kids, I want to play sets. And you know that they need to drill. You kind of went over a little bit, but any thoughts that you tell the players?
Well, I think that they have to trust you. Partly, maybe you've got to take a little bit of their advice too.
Right.
I need some sets. I definitely take a little bit of what they say, but we watch them play, and we know best. I mean, you cannot, when you're on the court, really feel what you need sometimes. But when you watch, the parents even can know. They need a little bit more of this. And as a coach, I think we see it better than they do.
Would you do more sets probably earlier in the preseason, or would you do more drilling, you think?
I would do more drilling. I would definitely do more drilling just to get everybody, maybe in the beginning of the season, we're not having any matches. We're going to work on things that are out of their comfort zone.
Okay.
They don't serve and volley very much. We're going to work on only serving and volleying. The ball can only bounce once in the points. Things that are making them step out of what they're comfortable doing.
Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions before I move on? All right. Okay, let's get into a little tactics. This is more of a mindset of tactics. 3 shots you never miss. And I say this to the kids. I don't say hello when we walk by and they're at school or anything. I say, what are 3 shots you never miss? Never miss an approach shot. Why? You lose out on the experience of playing at the net. What's another shot you never miss for experience reasons? You should never miss a second serve. You lose out on the experience of playing the whole point. What's another one of those lines? Second serve return. It's their second best serve. And if you're missing that, you're again losing out on the experience of playing the point. And that's what we're out here to do. More experiences. And that's what I tell the kids. You need more experiences, so you need to win more matches and tournaments. There's a guy that's playing, he's getting to the finals of a designated tournament or a weekend tournament, and he's getting 8 matches, and you lost first round in that tournament. He's got 8 more experiences than you did. Plan A, Plan B. Alan Fox, I went to Cal Poly Slow, and he was up there, and I was lucky enough to hit with him, and he talked about this. Plan A, Plan B. What's your Plan A? Everything, it's an ideal day, right? My Plan A for me was I'm going to hit a lot of forehands and rallies. I'm going to use my forehand inside out to set points up. I'm going to use my kick serve out wide a lot. And I'm going to try to be a little bit more on top of the baseline plane. That's my plan A. Well, plan B is a game. You have to have a plan B. Plan A is not always going to be there. Plan B is going to be, it's windy. The guy's a lefty. My inside-out forehand's not as effective. He chips every ball. He's giving me junk. Well, what's plan B? I'm going to fight for every point. I'm going to play one point at a time. I'm maybe going to sit back a little further and make a lot of balls. I'm going to come in, maybe. That could be your plan B. And a lot of kids don't work on their plan B. They're always out there working on plan A. Well, sometimes you need to step back and make a lot of balls. Plan B. This is singles oriented, but there's doubles too. Plan A, what's your team's plan A? We're going to poach a lot. We're going to play I formation. Then we have to have a plan B too. So, patterns. This is a theme we had for the last couple weeks at the Academy. And I don't think you should be a jack of all trades with patterns, but more master a few. I feel like with my level of tennis, I was able to hit a kick serve good enough out wide and hit a good enough inside-in forehand that I could probably win points off a lot of people. I don't know about the top 100, but guys in maybe the the 400, 500 range, I could beat them with that. A lot, and I knew that was my go-to play. One thing we forget is patterns with the return. We do a lot of patterns with the serve. You've got to have patterns off the return. It could be I'm going to hit an inside-out forehand on the ad side and come in. Or I'm going to set my partner up with a ball in the middle and I want you to go no matter what. I'm going to cross. So we have to be good at these patterns and we got to practice them. I think a good general pattern is hitting heavy and high to the backhand and then looking for a forehand for a lot of guys. And getting really good at that. How do you work on it? Well, you can put a stack of chairs. I usually put a basket here. You got to hit it heavy over the basket. And then I give you a ball more in the middle if you do, and you go inside in. Or you hit a down line backhand, more for the girls. So, okay, moving on to golden rules. Any questions though? I'm moving pretty fast. No, okay. Golden rules. These are for you more to come up with, but I'm going to give you a few of mine that I just cannot stand. I can't stand when somebody backs up on a high ball and they miss the ball in the net, or they miss it wide. You can't do that. You should have to do 10 push-ups every time that happens. It's a no-brainer miss. I do not like when the ball's up here and it's an easy put away and they hit a dinker in the net and you don't put the ball away. When you have an opportunity to put the ball away, put the ball away. Number 3, don't change a winning game plan. If you're hitting high and heavy to their backhand and you're doing it 4 times in a row and it's winning the match, why would you all of a sudden become a guy that comes into the net? Or a guy that's just playing consistent in the baseline? You've been playing aggressive to their backhand. Stay with it. This is a big one. Try to learn from errors. It's not an error till you do it twice. Or it's not a mistake really, I mean. It's an error the first time, but it's not a mistake until you do it twice. You should be learning from your errors. You just double faulted on this side in the net, you better hit a second serve first for the next point and get some height on it.